All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel again. We're back on the Comedy Hype channel. Now, look, Damon Wilson exposes Diddy's downfall. He stopped making them money. If you guys don't know who Damon Wilson is, this is Lamont from Sanford and Son. All right. Uh, I just want to check this out because this brother is, I think he may be in his 70s. So, this is some old school game right here, man. Old school game. So I know he done seen some things. So we ain't gonna waste no more time. Shout out to all the good humans. Let's jump right into it.
Wanted to get you back because there's been so much going on in terms of the industry.
You know what's going on.
It's been a lot going on since the last time we talked.
All the podcasts are talking about this thing with this man. I don't know this man. I don't swim in that pond.
Woo.
But it's everywhere. It's everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. But what I see is somebody who's doing something that's been doing it for over 30 years. And all of a sudden now, this is what I know. Okay? I only speak on what I know. I don't like that term gatekeepers. I like overseers. Overseers on the plantation had a certain amount of power that they could wield that the master, the owner of the plantation, gave them. And many of the slaves purported.
This is what I've been saying. When I say Diddy is powerful, I said that because they put him in position. That's what I'm trying to... Shout out to this brother, man. Shout out to this brother.
Feared the overseers more than they did master, because they wanted to maintain and keep their status.
Yes.
Listen to what I'm saying, and look at what's happening. They wanted to keep and maintain their status. And as long as the slaves were making that money when they weighed that cotton and whatever crop they had, the overseer's position was solid. So he cracked the whip to make sure that them slaves busted their butt.
You're choosing not to say the person's name, right?
I don't want to. You can say whatever name you want.
Because I just want to make sure the viewers, at least I'm understanding that you're talking about Diddy, and you're talking about what went down. I think like relatively maybe about a month ago, his house got raided, and that would open up a can of worms. You're seeing different headlines come out. You're hearing about freak off parties, which I want to ask you about. Were those things existing in your time coming up? But I mean, just seeing that,
I say one thing about that last part that you asked me. Fatty Arbuckle. That name ring a bell?
Nah.
Fatty Arbuckle was in the silent movies. He was a superstar in silent films. And his career was lost because he was look at you Googling because you're young. He was at a freak party, which has been going on since Hollywood existed. This is nothing new. It might be new to just your generation. This ain't nothing new. The game doesn't change, John.
Just
only the players.
The players.
And this generation doesn't understand that because they don't know what happened before. If you don't know your history, you're going to repeat the same dumb things in the future. Fatty Arbuckle was a superstar in silent films. He was at a freak party, which all the big studios used to throw. And he was accused of inserting a bottle in a woman. And it killed his career. His career became flat as 3-day-old beer. What I know about the overseers, I don't want to use that gatekeeper.
Boy, this boy is dropping. This man said flat is what did he say? Flat is 3-day-old beer? Man. And see, I knew it. I knew this stuff been going on for a long time, man. But it's just the why. Why the raid? Like what, you know what I mean? So I know it's something big going on. Will we ever find out? I don't know. Dang, he's dropping some
nonsense. That's a modern term. Is that as long as they're producing, they're good. No matter what they do, no matter how
right.
vile it is, the gatekeepers will make it go away. Now, what I know, because I went to the top in my industry, as long as you are making money for the powers that be, you can do anything short of somebody watching you murder somebody. The moment you
Right.
stop making the money for them, you have no intrinsic value. And I knew that, and that's what I used in the business of show. So I'm not talking about this young man. I don't know him. I don't swim in that pond. It's not necessary for me to bring all these people in, how he took advantage of. They wanted something, he wanted something. If you go to a shore in the Caribbean or even here, and you see a sign that says shark sightings, no recreational swimming. You see surfers out there, you see
Yeah.
people swimming out there. They go in the water and come out, nothing might not happen. But then they go in that water and a shark will get them, and that's the end of that.
Mm.
So
Mm.
those waters that these people are swimming in are shark infested
Mm.
in the motion picture industry, in the television industry, and in the recording industry. Those
Yes.
waters are shark infested. You take a chance to go in there, you might come out unscathed, you might not come out.
And this is what I mean when I say it's what, like, if you grown, like, I feel like a lot of grown people know what they're getting themselves into. They may not know to what extent, but they know, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people tried to tell them things. I said my big issue is the parents being grown and putting their kids in the industry where the kids not old enough to understand what's going on, and the parents know this money that their child is going to be making, and they just here, take my child, knowing those waters are shark infested. You still put your child out there, and they don't even know how to swim. So I get what he's saying. The way he broke that down was perfect. Perfect.
Is it? Do you
So
think it's
what they're talking about this young man is doing has been going on since silent film. Do your research, son. After you hang up, say, that old dude was right again. God dang. Because I'm from that era. I know the history of the industry. The thing that this young man is going through could be they have a ritual, an embarrassment ritual, a
Yeah.
shaming ritual.
Right, but let
Yeah.
me ask you this, because with that statement, you said this could be a shaming ritual. Does that mean the person's in on it as well as like this is part of my initiation? Because I saw Diddy in Miami and he was smiling
And
as if everything
dancing.
was okay.
I don't know if this young man, I saw him in a magazine, and I don't want to talk about him, but I saw him on a magazine wearing some pretty zesty clothes.
Yeah.
So that said to me, he's probably part of that whole thing. And when you're part of that whole thing, you have to do what you're told. So
Yeah.
if you want to go swim in those waters, you got to know, you got to be prepared. Look, there people say Damon was hard on John. He was hard on. Look, my hardness came from the discipline of my mother and father. When I was 8 years old to 18, I was in scouting. When I was 11, Cub Scouts, where you learn handcrafts. 8 to 11. At 11, I joined the Boy Scouts of America. That was before homosexuals were raping little boys. This was in the
Oh.
50s. I was sleeping on the ground in 20-degree weather, putting up a tent, learning how to cook my food and being a man, how to be a man, how to be a man, how to start a fire with a flint. And then I went into the military. So when I went to basic training, it was like summer camp for me. And then I was in the middle of a war. So I'm not a B male. I'm not a beta male.
I feel like like he sounds like me trying to explain to people that are younger than me, you know? I know I'm not extremely old, but I'm talking about like me talking to like a 20-year-old when I'm trying to explain to them what's going on, because I know so many of them that love this music, and I'll be trying to explain to them, man, like, really, I know you like the beat and you're dancing, but really listen to those lyrics and what they talking about. This man just broke this down exactly how I've been trying to talk about it. And a lot of people be saying, you're watching a lot of these AI generated videos, this and this and that. Man, it's so much that who cares? They got people in there saying stuff, you know? I don't know who came up with those AI generated videos, but there's a lot of truth in there. A lot. I know a lot of them are repetitive and all that stuff, but man, listen to the big parts that are in those videos. Like I said, this brother just explained this. He's That's why I said in that Jadakiss video I did. I know you've done seen some stuff. Him and Stephen A. Smith, that interview video. I know they said they went to Diddy parties. Like, I know you done seen some stuff because this brother's been seeing it from way back then. Like, come on, man. Come on. He said, if you don't do what they are telling you to do, that's why it's somebody above Diddy who is really calling the shots. So Diddy has to go extra hard on the people below him so he can stay in the position that he's in. How he said cracking the whip, that's what oh man, his brother just broke it down. Oh, now it was a part there I'm gonna have to blur out, but I'll leave the link to the full video. Please, please, please comment below. Tell me what y'all think about this. This brother really broke it down. I ain't seen nothing on this dude like since Sanford and Son. I don't know if he's been in other movies or not, but man, this brother nailed this. I mean, nailed it. Wow. All right. Peace out.